Precision isn't just a practice, it's a heartbeat. Every step on this concrete is a promise kept to the man beside you.
The air changes when the birds arrive. It's the smell of JP-8 fuel and the silent understanding that the easy part is over.
In the desert, the wind is an enemy until it's your ride. You don't just land a Chinook, you conquer the ground it sits on.
Move! Don't think, just move! Every second on the deck is a second you're a target. Get to the belly of the beast! Once those wheels leave the dirt, the world shrinks. It's just this tube, the roar of the engines, and the man at the door.
The cockpit is the brain. While the back is all muscle and adrenaline, up here it's all math and ice-cold nerves. Initiating the bank. It's a dance between gravity and lift, a symphony played out in switches and flight sticks.
Trust is a two-way street at 10,000 feet. You bet your life on your brother's hands, and he bets his on yours.
There's a solemnity to the march. No one talks. The only sound is the boots and the low whistle of the turbines.
We do it 1,000 times on the ground so we don't have to think about it once when the light turns green. Static line, check. Horizon, check. The ritual is the same, whether you're over Georgia or the Persian Gulf. 30 seconds. That's the longest half minute in a man's life. Everything you were disappears. Everything you're about to be is waiting. Go, go, go.
When a flight of these birds leaves the deck, the Earth remembers it. It's not just a takeoff, it's a statement of intent.
Weight and balance. If it isn't perfect on the ground, it'll be a wreck in the air. Slow is smooth, and smooth is fast. It takes a special kind of brave to stand under those rotors. One slip, and you're part of the landscape. But the job doesn't wait.
Load is secure. Clear left. Now the pilot takes over, hauling tons of supplies like they're feathers on the wind. We don't just move men, we move mountains. If a soldier needs it, we'll find a way to make it fly.
From the desert sands to the frozen wastes, the environment changes, but the mission remains. Put the steel where it's needed.
The sun sets on the hills, and for a second, you forget why you're here. Then you see the shadows of the formation, and remember.
Formation integrity is everything. You drift a few feet, and you're a hazard. You hold the line, and you're a force of nature.
Green light, time to go. The city below is just a map now, and the only way home is through the door.
Away left, away right. One by one, they commit to the air. It's the ultimate leap of faith, backed by 1,000 hours of training.
The mountains don't care about your mission. They're indifferent to your rank. Up here, you respect the terrain, or it breaks you.
A hot drop is a test of nerves. The pilot holds it steady. The team clears the deck. Every second counts when the grass is moving.
Move to the wood line. Use the dust. The moment you hit the ground, you aren't a passenger anymore. You're a hunter.
Spacing saves lives. If you can touch the man next to you, you're too close. Tactical intervals. Keep the line thin but strong.
The logistics of war are heavy. Every crate, every vehicle, every bullet has to be moved with precision. We are the movers. Steady, just a few more inches.
The Chinook doesn't just fly, it pulls the Earth toward it. It's the workhorse of the sky, and it never says no to a heavy load.
Low and fast. That's how you survive the modern battlefield. You stay in the shadows of the peaks and out of the eyes of the enemy.
Release the cables! Go, go! The mission doesn't stop because the mercury drops. We own the night, and we own the cold.
Look at that contrast. Green life and a sea of sand. It's a beautiful country, but we're just passing through. Vigilant 2-1, check your spacing. You're drifting right. In a city this big, there's no room for sloppy flying. Mission complete. Copy that. Now comes the long ride home, where the adrenaline fades and the exhaustion sets in.
Distraction is the sweetest word in the language. You do your job, stay alive, and you wait for the ride home.
The march back is different than the march out. The weight is still there, but the mission is done. Until the next time the light turns green. Keep your eyes on the horizon. The grass hides the path, but it also hides the threat. Discipline is the only thing that keeps you upright.
The machine is a beast, but the checklist is the leash. You don't skip a step, not if you want to see the sunset from the ground.
If you can't hear, you can't fight. The radio is the lifeline that ties the sky to the dirt. Check in, loud and clear.
The static line is your umbilical cord to the aircraft. You treat it with respect, or it'll remind you who's in charge at 1,000 feet. There's always one, the guy who smiles at the void. It's not a lack of fear, it's the choice to laugh at it. That sound, the hook hitting the anchor cable. It's the finality of the mission. You're locked in. There's no turning back now. Stand by. You feel the plane shudder as the ramp drops. The world outside is a blur of blue and white, waiting for your boots. Gravity is a constant. You don't land, you collide with the earth. The trick is knowing how to roll with the punch. The straps are the muscles. The hooks are the bone. If the rigging fails, the sky becomes a very expensive junyard.
There's a moment of static shock when you grab that ring. It's a reminder that you're touching a lightning bolt held in place by rotors.
Thumbs up. Load is stable. In the roar of the engines, your hands do the talking. It's a universal code for, we're good to go.
Moving a gun like that is an art form. You're carrying the unit's teeth. You deliver it on time, or the boys on the ground are out of luck.
Total whiteout. You're flying on faith and glass. When the load hits the snow, you feel the aircraft leap. Suddenly light. Suddenly free.
The desert stretches forever. From up here, the dunes look like frozen waves. It's a beautiful...
Maintain the trail. Formation integrity is the difference between a successful mission and a mid-air disaster. Keep your eyes on the lead. The calm before the storm. You find a way to relax in the noise. You trust the pilots, you trust the riggers, and you wait for the signal.
The ground mission is over, but the work isn't done until everyone is back in the belly. Move fast. The mountains don't wait for anyone. Another day, another mission, but the ground is full of the men who conquered it. The ramp coming up is the final period on a long sentence. Once that seal is tight, the noise fades, and the mission becomes a memory.
The mission doesn't end when you hit the ground. You care for the gear that cared for you. Every line, every stitch, it has to be perfect.
Logistics is a circle. What goes up must come down, and what comes down has to be ready to go back up at a moment's notice.
In the debrief, there are no egos. You look at the telemetry, you look at the flight path, and you find the inches where you can be better.
They're resting now, but the fuel is already flowing. These birds don't like to stay on the ground for long. They belong to the sky.
We crossed those peaks 3 times today. From the cockpit, they look like wrinkles in a rug. From the ground, they're the world.
There's a brotherhood born in the door of an aircraft. It's a silent language spoken by everyone who's ever felt the wind pull them out.
You aren't just jumping for yourself. You're jumping for the history of the unit. You're carrying the standard into the next generation.
Last bird is home. The airfield is quiet now, but the air still feels charged. It's the lingering static of a job well done.
Sleep fast. The sun comes up early, and the sky is always waiting for the next group of men brave enough to claim it.